magic, seems fantastic. I used to have a hole in the wall with a mattress. Funny when you want it, suddenly you have it. You find out that your goal's just plastic. Every day, every night, I've been thinking back on you and I. Every day, every night, I work my whole life just to get right, just to be like. Look at me, I'm never coming down. I work my whole life just to get high, just to realize everything I need is on the, everything I need is on the ground. On the ground. Everything I need is on the ground. You walk on down, come down. My world's been hectic, seems electric, but I've been waking up with your voice in my head, and I'm trying to send a message and let you know that every single minute I'm without you, I regret it. Every day, every night, I've been thinking back on you and I. Every day, every night, I work my whole life just to get right, just to be like. Look at me, I'm never coming down. I work my whole life just to get high, just to realize everything I need is on the, everything I need is on the ground. On the ground. Everything I need is on the ground. You walk on down, come down. You wanna know. I'm way up in the clouds, and they say I'm made it now, but I figured it out. Everything I need is on the ground. Just drove by your house, so far from you now, but I figured it out. Everything I need is on the, everything I need is on the ground. On the ground. Everything I need is on the ground. On the ground. Everything I need is on the ground.
Hi. I'll give it a minute more and see if anybody shows up. Yeah, let's wait and see, I guess. I guess if nothing else, I will record myself teaching it, and then people can watch it later if they would like. I'm gonna try to use as much daylight as we can, but eventually I might just switch to, I might have to turn around once we lose daylight. I think the sun is setting in like 15 minutes. So yeah, I'll give it one more minute. I'll just play music while we're waiting.
My life's been magic, seems fantastic. I used to have a hole in the wall with a mattress. Funny when you want it, suddenly you have it. You find out that your goal's just plastic. Every day, every night, I've been thinking back on you and I. Every day, every night, I work my whole life just to get right, just to be like. Look at me, I'm never coming down. I work my whole life just to get high, just to realize everything I need is on the, everything I need is on the ground. On the ground. Everything I need is on the ground. You walk on down, come down. My world's been hectic, seems electric, but I've been waking up with your voice in my head, and I'm trying to send a message and let you know that every single minute I'm without you, I regret it. Every day, every night, I've been thinking back on you and I. Every day, every night, on the ground. Everything I need is on the ground. No, they don't hear me though. You walk over, just come down. No, they don't hear me though. You're running out of time. I'm way up in the clouds, and they say I made it now, but I figured it out. Everything I need is on the ground. Just drove by your house, so far from you now, but I figured it out. Everything I need is on the, everything I need is on the ground. On the ground. Everything I need is on the ground.
Thanks, Hyperlips.
Everything I need is on the ground.
So part of that, so I'll be teaching today. There was a little bit of ad lib at the end that I probably won't get to. I'm going to start. I have like a specific plan that I'll go through of the choreography, and then we'll see if we get to the other stuff. I know there's original or official choreo to this song now. When I first heard it, there wasn't, and so I was really wanting to choreograph to it. And then I watched the official choreography, and I was like, this is really cool. You cannot do it on your own because we don't all have like 6 backup dancers to lay us down on the ground for us, or like pick us up in the air. So I was like, I'm going to go ahead and teach my original choreo that I was already coming up with anyways. So that's what I'll be teaching today. I'm a lot of breath, sorry. We'll do a warm-up before that. Also, I usually give this spiel at the end, but if you would like to donate to class today, this is my Venmo here. Any donations for class today and for my last 2 classes will be going towards what is the full name of this group? The National Korean American Service and Education Consortium. It's a really long name, but it's an AAPI organization that I was wanting to do a contribution, and my work is matching contributions. So if you want to make a donation and get your money doubled, I can do that for you. But let's go ahead and start learning choreography. Or actually, sorry, we'll do a warm-up and then we'll start learning the choreography. I'll go ahead and play the song again, because we all like this song, right? That's why we're here. If you cannot hear me over the music, please let me know. I've been like playing with it, trying to find the right volume. I will try to talk during the warm-up, so let me know if you can't hear me. But yeah, let's get started.
My life's been magic, seems fantastic. I used to have a hole in the wall with a mattress. Funny when you want it, suddenly you have it. You find out that your goal's just plastic. Every day, every night, I've been thinking back on you and I. Every day, every night, I work my whole life just to get right, just to be like. Look at me, I'm never coming down. I work my whole life just to get high, just to realize everything I need is on the, everything I need is on the ground. On the ground. Everything I need is on the ground. No, they don't hear me though. You walk over, just come down. No, they don't hear me though. You're running out of time. My world's been hectic, seems electric, but I've been waking up with your voice in my head, and I'm trying to send a message and let you know that every single minute I'm without you, I regret it. Every day, every night, I've been thinking back on you and I. Every day, every night, I work my whole life just to get right, just to be like. Look at me, I'm never coming down. I work my whole life just to get high, just to realize everything I need is on the, everything I need is on the ground. On the ground. Everything I need is on the ground. No, they don't hear me though. You walk over, just come down. No, they don't hear me though. You're running out of I'm way up in the clouds, and they say I'm made it now, but I figured it out. Everything I need is on the ground. Just drove by your house, so far from you now, but I figured it out. Everything I need is on. Everything I need is on the ground.
I really do love this song. It's very emotional. So I tried to put it into a choreography. There's specific moments where it's like, here is where you just emote. In fact, it starts that way, so be ready for that. Oh, I don't know if it's going to autoplay. Let me make sure it doesn't. Okay, cool. Okay, do a few more stretches. Whew. So this choreography is a little bit different from typical K-pop choreography. I think the chorus is pretty similar, but I threw in some contemporary style moves. I don't know, it just seemed to match the song. So that's what's happening. All right, let's get started. I'll teach them choreography. So what you want to do, you're going to start facing front. Feet are going to be slightly shoulder width apart. And there's a moment where she makes a breath. There's in the song where she's taking a breath, and I want you to literally just breathe in. And that's going to be the start of the choreography, is just going to breathe in. And that's just to like prep you. You can even like close your eyes, let the emotion wash over you, and be ready to emote, because we're starting off with that. So you're going to take a breath in. As much as you can, really like lift your rib cage and your chest when you're taking a breath, so that it's really obvious that that's what's happening. And then you're going to crunch your abs in. But first, breathe. Your hands are going to go to your chest and your stomach, like you're having a hard time breathing, right? So you breathe, and then your hands go to your chest and your stomach, and then you're going to pulse once, twice. And on the second one, you're doing a big crunch. So it goes, ha, ha. And that's going to force you to step back. Right foot, left foot. Oh, I am mirrored, by the way. This is my right hand, this is my left, in case you haven't been here before. Yeah? So we're going to take a breath. Hands to chest and stomach. You're going to hit once, twice, and crunch back, and you're going to step back right, left as you crunch in, yeah? The musical cues for that, there's a breath, and then it's, I worked my whole life just to, yeah? I did a lot of this choreography is going to be to the lyrics, so I'm really going to give you intense lyrical cues for a lot of this. If you really need counts, I can try to give you those too. I do have counts for some of it, but not all of it. We're going to take a breath. I worked my whole life just to, and then we're going to turn to the right. So it's not a very sharp right turn. It's going to be right, left, and then that's going to force you to turn this way. So it's almost like you're falling backwards with this move, and then you're turning to the right here. And then when you turn to the right, I want you to like sink down into that, where like you're sinking down there, knees are bending, like something is like dragging down on you, and then you're going to be pulling back with the arms and doing a roll up here. And that's like, no. So you're sinking down, like something's pulling you down, and you're like, no, I refuse. I'm not going to be dragged down to the ground yet, even though everything I need is there. So we're sinking down, and you're going to pull the arms back, rolling up. And when you do that roll, I don't know if you can see, you want to really like pull your shoulders up into it, and force. When you pull it up, you like lock it into this place, and that forces your like shoulder and neck to lock into place. So you sink down, roll, ha, yeah, and you hit that end really sharply. Cool. I might have to switch locations because I think I'm losing my light here. Yeah. Well, I think we're okay for like a few more minutes, but then I'm gonna turn around. Yes. So in the beginning, you're breathing here. I worked my whole life just to get, is when you're sinking down, and then she says right. Get right is when you're pulling up. Yeah. So approximately the count should be. Breathe is on the like 8 count, 8 before. So 5, 6, 7. Breathe. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. And then there's just to. Actually, so I'll pause there and let's try that with music so you can really hear it. We'll do it once with music and then I'm probably gonna have to turn around.
My world's been hectic, seems electric, but I've been waking up with your voice in my head, and I'm trying to send a message and let you know that every single minute I'm without you, I regret it. Every day, every night, I've been thinking back on you and I. Every day, every night, I work my whole life just to get right, just to be like, look at me, I'm never coming down.
Hopefully that made sense. So it's, you hear that breath and then I worked my whole life just to get right. Yeah? Okay, one more time and then I'm going to turn around.
My world's been hectic, seems electric, but I've been waking up with your voice in my head, and I'm trying to send a message and let you know that every single minute I'm without you, I regret it. Every day, every night, I've been thinking back on you and I. Every day, every night, I work my whole life just to get right, just to be like.
I tried to do counts, but the counts are a little weird. So I think it's 6 is when you breathe. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5. It really goes with the lyrics. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, I'm gonna play the music, practice it. I'm gonna turn this around. Also, really listen to the lyrics so you can hear, because a lot of this, the rest of this section is gonna be to the lyrics. So apologies, I'm gonna switch positions now.
Send a message and let you know that every single minute I'm without you, I regret it. Every day, every night, I've been thinking back on you and I. Every day, every night, I work my whole life just to get right, just to be like, look at me, I'm never coming down. I work my whole life just to get right, just to realize everything I need is on the, everything I need is on the ground.
Okay. Whoa. There we go. Now I'm very yellow. Sorry about that. We're just gonna have yellow lighting for now. Okay, so hopefully we're okay at that point. Let's move on for now. So we're sunk down into it and come up on right, and then you're gonna splay your hands out and then crunch in here, yeah? So your hands are coming out wide and then you're coming back in grabbing something, yeah? And it's very fast. It's just gonna be after right, just to. And your whole body's crunching down, and then you're gonna sink into it, pulling this knee up, and your hands are gonna go over your head, and then you're gonna stand up, yeah? So it's gonna be, you just said get right, and this is on just to be like. You can tell she's a very American singer with these lyrics. So you're gonna be sinking down on get right, just to be like. Yeah? Actually gonna tie my hair back. So you did just to be like. You're gonna turn to the back. Hopefully you can still hear me. See how my left leg is turning in here? And your hands are gonna cross over your body as you're turning to the back. And then you're gonna turn very sharply to the front. I want you to look straight at the audience, like peer into their souls here. And this is another moment to really emote. Because this is literally when she says, look at me. So you're gonna turn very sharply on me. What makes it more dramatic is if you sink into this turn to the back a little bit more, and then you can really, yeah. So your hands are crossing over your body and they to here when you turn to the front. Yeah? I think my feet are getting cut off. I'm gonna tilt it a bit. Yeah. So from the start, we're gonna breathe. Worked my whole life just to get right, just to be like, look at me. Yeah, so you're sinking here, look at me. The be like, you do have a pause there, so you can sink on be, and you come up on like, and you have a pause where you're staring this way, and it sinks to the back, open to the front. Yeah? Okay. Hopefully that made sense. We're gonna go back and try that with music now.
My world's been hectic, seems electric, but I've been waking up with your voice in my head, and I'm trying to send a message and let you know that every single minute I'm without you, I regret it. Every day, every night, I've been thinking back on you and I. Every day, every night, I work my whole life just to get right, just to be like, look at me, I'm never coming down. I work my whole life just.
Sorry, there's not a lot of counting here. I think the breath is actually on 6 and worked is on things. So I'm gonna count 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6. And then on 6 is when you breathe. Or maybe I should just flip this.
Every day, every night, I've been thinking back on you and I. Every day, every night, I work my whole life just to get right, just to be like, look at me, I'm never coming down. I work.
Yeah? No questions so far, so we're going to do that one more time and then we'll move on. Hopefully, I guess this part's a little bit easy.
I regret it every day, every night. I've been thinking back on you and I. Every day, every night, I work my whole life just to get right, just to be like, look at me, I'm never coming down.
Yeah? Okay. This next part is probably the most like contemporary experimental part. Bear with me. It'll look cool if you do it like with conviction, yeah? So you just have to really feel it. It's gonna look a little weird, and I only do it right like half the time, but that's fine. It's about emotions. We're feeling our emotions today. But okay, so we used to look at me. You just looked at the audience. Your hand is gonna come over around your head as you're gonna shake your head on never coming, yeah? If she says never coming down, never coming. Your head is gonna follow your hand, so it's gonna go to the right and then to the left. And you can take that moment again to look at the audience a little bit. But what I want you to keep in mind here is to keep that weight in your left leg, because you're about to open up to the back. And I know you have, watch me for a minute while I do this, as this next part is very weird. And then I'll explain. So you're going never coming down. And then when you're here, ideally, when you turn that plant, you're gonna keep that weight in your left leg, turning, planting, and your feet are gonna come up onto releve where you're on your toes here. And you're gonna hit here very dramatically. It's like a T-pose, only your legs are spread. It's just very like, I want you to like really think of opening up from the chest when you're hitting the back. Yeah, and you can like arch your back a little bit too. But the key here is you're gonna have to hold this pose for like a good count. So you don't just get to hit it and drop, you're gonna have to hold it. So whatever, if you need to stay flat-footed, that's fine. But you're gonna hold this pose, and then from here, you could do this facing me. This is a little hard to describe. So you're in this pose where you're on releve or not, if you can't do that. The idea here is you're thinking, I'm actually gonna show it to you facing so you're gonna see what's happening. You wanna think of someone's like pulling your ankle, and then you're pulling down from your hip. So think of someone, you're like, you're in this air, you're in the air, you're breathing, you're living your life, and someone just like tugs at you, and that's you being pulled down. So think of someone like tugging down on your ankle, and then that's gonna pull down your knee and then your hip, and then the rest of your body's gonna follow. So it's like da da da, yeah? Your whole body, if you're in releve, is gonna go da 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 da. So pulling ankle, knee, hip down. The reason why, and this is a little hard to hear, but there's a little like guitar trill in the background if you're really listening for it, and that's what this move is on. So you're hitting, there's like 4 or 5 little trills, and you're trying to hit that with your body. If you want to like play the song right now and really listen for that, if you have it like playing, play it really loudly so you can hear that, so you know what I'm talking about. I'll try to play it here in a minute, but the idea, yeah. So you just did look at me, I'm never coming down. You're holding this until you hear that trill, and then you're gonna go pa, 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 and you're gonna sink down to the right because someone's just pulled you down. Yeah. This does take a fair bit of isolation, so be ready for that. But yeah, so let's try. I'm gonna play just this part. I'm gonna play it a little bit loudly, a little bit louder so you can hear this part.
Every night I work my whole life just to get right, just to be like, look at me, I'm never coming down. I work my whole life just to get right, just to...
Do you hear that little like piano noise? That's what the pull is on, yeah? I should have just told you to watch it if you want to like rewind and watch me do it. I think I did it right that time. I didn't fall. Sometimes when I hit that pose, I do fall out of it a little bit early. Try not to do that. If you can't do it with flat feet, try that. But that's the idea. So yeah. Okay, so hopefully you get the timing. Let's do that a couple times with music, and then we'll move
Back on you.
Oh, also I said that you're sinking down to the right, but actually you're pulling down, but then you're gonna hit here. I don't know if you can see me. So you pull down to the right, but then you're gonna immediately hit facing this way. So you're down to the right, and you're gonna hit here on, I think the word is life. I think it's whole life is when you're hitting that. It's just a little hit. It's not like it's a big hit, and it's pretty big, but it's not a specific hit. That's what I was trying to say. So that's how you get out of that, just so you know. Okay. Try this with music. If you need to like watch me do the whole thing once and then we're gonna do it again together, that's fine. I know I'm turning around a lot in this dance, which is kind of hard to learn over the screen, but try your best. But yeah, let's try this music.
Back on you and I, every day, every night. I work my whole life just to get right, just to be like, look at me, I'm never coming down. I work my whole life just to get right, just to realize.
Yeah? Hopefully that made sense. Okay, let's try that again together. Hopefully you're getting the timing. I know it's weird. Let's do it one more time.
Back on you and I, every day, every night. I work my whole life just to get right, just to be like, look at me, I'm never coming down. I work my whole life just to get right, just to
I realized I never turned the music down. I don't know if you could hear me over any of that music, but hopefully you're getting the timing with the music. Okay, let's move on for now. We're almost to the actual chorus, which is the more interesting bit. This is the more contemporary bit. I'm sorry if you're not super into that, but that's what's happening. You're gonna hit here on life, and then you're gonna sink down and you're gonna step back on the right foot, turn over this way, and then you're gonna reach. That's the more contemporary motions. Yeah? So I worked my whole life just to look at me, I'm never coming down. I worked my whole life just to get high. Yeah? So you wanna, again, come up on releve here as much as you can. If you can't do releve, at least pop your left leg, and you're gonna reach out with that right hand. Yeah? So you're hitting life just to get high. Yeah? Because we're trying to reach for something, yeah? We're reaching for our life. For the life we want. We're dreaming of it, yes? So you're reaching here, and then you're going to do, it's a little hard to do so, sorry. So you're reaching, and then you're gonna kick out on the next just two, yeah? So you're kicking just, and then you plant it on two. Realize. I was gonna do a spin here, but I cut it. So be happy if you don't like spins. Okay, so we just did, I worked my whole life just to get high, just to realize. So here, after the just to land, you're gonna step on the right foot and you'll swipe up. And you're basically wiping the sweat off your brow and having a realization. Realize. Yeah? Okay. Let's do once with counts or with my words from the beginning, and then we'll do music again. So you're gonna breathe here, worked my whole life just to get right, just to be like. Look at me, I'm never coming down. Da 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 da. Life just to get high, just to realize. I just realized this dance takes a lot of balance. Hopefully that's okay with you. So we're almost to the other part, to like the actual like more hip hop section with the choreo, with actual counts. I promise we're getting to counts. Let's do this a couple times with music, and then we'll do the part that I tease too, which is the part that I really like. I'm excited about it.
Without you, I regret it every day, every night. I've been thinking back on you and I. Every day, every night.
5, 3.
I work my whole life just to get right, just to be like. Look at me, I'm never coming down. I work my whole life just to get high, just to realize everything I need is on the.
I hope y'all have space to learn this part of the dance. I realize this part's pretty hard, and it takes a lot of like moving and turning around. If you need to like rewind me and slow it down, feel free. Yeah, let's do it one more time. We'll take a water break, and then we'll start learning the more like hip hop section.
Without you, I regret it.
Also, if I'm going too fast, just let me
Every
know.
night, I've been thinking back on you
I tend to go a
and
little
I.
faster.
Every day, every
Right,
night.
3.
I work my whole life just to get right, just to be like. Look at me, I'm never coming down. I work my whole life just to get high, just to realize everything I need is on the.
Yay. Okay. Yes, I go a little bit fast on my own choreography just because like it's been in my body for so long because I've had to come up with it. I know also the moves are a little bit more natural to me than they are to some people. It takes a lot of practice to learn somebody else's choreography, more so than it does to do something that comes naturally to your body. Anyways, let's learn the hip hop section. We're halfway through, y'all. Okay, so we just realized you're gonna draw a circle and you're gonna lean to the right on everything I need. Yeah? So you're doing like a big circle, you're having pointed fingers here. Big circle, lean to the right, or lean to the back right corner, and then you're gonna come up and do a body roll here. And this is a slow body roll, you can take your time running your hands through your chest to your stomach. And then he's gonna go, everything I need is on the, everything I need is on the ground. Yeah? So you're doing this big circle here, and then you're gonna do another circle here, but this one is, as opposed to this, is more around, describe it, you're drawing like a circle this way, and then their hands are crossing in front of you, and then coming down your body again. I do this motion a lot where you're like, everything I need. This sort of, it's very similar every time, but it's all like slightly different. Sorry about that. Yeah, so you're drawing everything I need is on the, and then there's very, so she's very, it's just her voice for the first one, and then there's like a backbeat that starts happening, and that's when you're gonna hit ha, ha, da, da, da. Yeah? So everything I need is on the ha, ha, need is on the ground. Yeah? So everything I need is on the 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. You're gonna jump out. So this is like a big scoop. You're not like having to touch the ground, but you're bending your knees. Your hands are swooping down, and then you're popping out on one very sharply. Yay, we have counts now. Woo! So everything I need is on the everything. So that's a step. Right foot with the left hand, left foot with the right hand. Or step together, around, down, hit. And this is on 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1. Cool. So putting that together with it, that's from realized. Everything I need is on the 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. Let's try that with music. Yeah.
Let you know that every single minute I'm without you, I regret it. Every day, every night, I've been thinking back on you and I. Every day, every night, I work my whole life just to get right, just to be alive. Look at me, I'm never coming down. I work my whole life just to get high, just to realize everything I need is on the, everything I need is on the ground.
And now we're gonna have counts. All right, let's try this one more time all together, and then we'll start learning the actual chorus. Woohoo!
Without you, I regret it. Every day, every night, I've been thinking back on you and I. Every day, every night, I work my whole life just to get right, just to be alive. Look at me, I'm never coming down. I work my whole life just to get high, just to realize everything I need is on the, everything I need is on the ground.
Yeah? Okay, hopefully that made sense. Let's move on to the fun part. Oh, great, take some water, drink some water. Okay, moving on to the hip hop section. I call it the hip hop section. It's all like a weird mishmash, but yeah. So we hit here on 1. The idea here is it's a little bit of a complicated move. You're gonna do a roll. If you've ever done a wave from your hands, you're gonna do the right hand and the left hand. If you need a really big breakdown for like waving, the only thing you have to really focus on for this particular move is wrist, elbow, elbow, wrist. So you don't have to worry about the shoulders so much. This motion is mostly here. Yeah, wrist, elbow, elbow, wrist. Da 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 da. Now, while you're doing this, your knees are gonna come out with it, yeah? So when it reaches your elbow, your right knee is gonna pop and turn. It's almost like it's traveling, like something is traveling through your body, yeah? Da 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 da. That's a little hard to do slow. So you hit here on 1, 2, ye, and then on 3, you just went into this hand. This hand is gonna hit to the left, or sorry, to the right, and you're gonna look to the right at the same time, yeah? So you hit 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 2, and so as the left hand comes up, you're actually gonna pick it up and just that way, almost like you're slapping yourself, but you're not. It's just a little dramatic look. Yeah. Now, what this should force your body to do is it's gonna, like, as you're hitting this way, you're gonna be forced to lean back. So you're just gonna step right, left, traveling that way to the left. Yeah. Just gonna hit 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Then this hand that was up here is gonna hit 5 and 6. This is just to like get you back to center. So you're hitting pointed finger up to your head, pa, 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 and hit and roll down, hit. Yeah, that's what your arms are doing. So you just did 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6. There's a hit here, and then you're scooping around as you bend down, and you bend your knees. I think 6 is the count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That might be the wrong counts. Let me double check those counts. I thought I had counts for this section.
Everything I need is on the, everything I need is on the ground. Everything
I think it's slower than I thought it was, so I think I might actually have more of an egg on there. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 1 and 2. That's what it is. Yeah. So the big beats I think are on even beats. So you hit. There's like these really the beat goes like da 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 ta da 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 ta. Is there's like a really big beat every 4 times. Let me play it one more time and I will count it so you can hear it.
Everything I need is on the, everything I need is on the ground.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Everything I need is
So it's like on 2, 4, 6, and 8. Except you hit that 1. It's on 1. Maybe it's every 3 counts. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, weird counts. Okay, sorry. Let me slow it down. We'll go back over that. Have actual counts now. So you're hitting 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think that's what it is. So you're sitting down, hit 1. You're gonna hold 2, and then this roll is on 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. And from here, you're hitting that hit. So you hit this, hit to this head pull, and then you're gonna step, and then you're gonna hit on 8, scoop around 1 and 2. So on this move, your elbows, you're scooping down, so you're landing with your elbows like this, and then you're ending right foot in front of the left, so you're stepping down on the right foot as you scoop down, and you're keeping the weight in your toes. Your heels and your elbow are gonna shoot to the right. Yeah? And that should be on 2. So 1 and 2. Yeah? 3 and. You're just pushing down, your body comes up, and comes back down. Yeah? Let's go back just a little bit for this. 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, and. Yeah? Hopefully I'm not going too fast. Let me know if I am. You're gonna then throw the left foot's gonna come out, and you're gonna throw the arms out to the side. Yeah? On 4. Okay, let's pause there. 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. So we did 2 and 3 and 4. There. Let's pause there and do that with music. Let's do it actually 75% once, just so you can get how all of the choreography flows together. I would say this is like the hardest part, in that there's like some really technical part details, like some isolations, and it's also a little bit faster than the previous section, so. Okay, I realized what happened. The scoop down is on 1 and the land is on 2, so it's not a pause. So scoop 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. That's what it is. I was wondering why the beat was on 1 instead of 2. I knew the land was on a hard beat, so it's on 2 is when you land. All right. Hopefully that made sense at 75%. Let's try it at normal speed a couple times. Yeah? One more time. Okay, moving on for now. Let's see how much time we have left. Okay, we're doing okay. We have like 2.5 more 8 counts, so we should be fine. Okay, so we just did da 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 4. You're gonna come back together. You're gonna do another one of those circle hits, except, so you remember I said that everything I need is gonna happen again. You're doing another circle here, except this time it's a hard hit here. Instead of like a brush down, it's gonna be ha, Yeah? And then you're gonna take a step back with the right leg, point at your head, and then throw it down to the ground. Land here. That was a little bit fast, let me slow that down. So we just did here on 4, 5, and 6. You're doing a hit here, 6, 7. You're pointing back and you're stepping back with that right foot. And then you're just throwing down to the ground on 8, and then you're gonna land on 1. Hands on knees. I do sometimes forget this, but it's on the word nah is when they're hitting this. I like to tilt my head as well, and then they don't pa pa. So it should be 2, 3, and 4. I think is what the counts are. Okay, so once it counts from here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. All right, let's do that once with music, so I can confirm the counts as well.
Coming down, I worked my whole life just to get high, just to realize everything I need is on the, everything I need is on the ground.
2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Everything I need is on the ground.
That's on 2 again. How did that happen? Okay, I think I know what happened though. Everything I need. So this is a hit, but there's a reverb. So it's 5, 6, 5 and 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. So there's a reverb count that I missed before. So 5, 6, 7 on the ground. Because on the ground is 8 to 1, which is a little bit confusing. It should be on the ground, nah. So the nah is on 2. And the counts in this song are very strange. Okay, let's try that again.
Coming down, I worked my whole life just to get high, just to realize everything I need is on the, everything I need is on the ground.
3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, on the ground. 2, 3 and 4.
Everything I need is on the ground.
2. Okay, sorry, I get really into the next section because it flows really well. Okay, let's move on. So we just did nah. So you're here, feet apart, da da. So it's 2, 3, and 4. So you're literally just gonna hit knees in, knees out, and then we're gonna pull the right leg in, come up, and then you're gonna hit here. So I'm gonna give you the musical cues and then I'll give you the counts. So it's nah, they don't hear me though. What goes up must come down, yeah? So you're up here, this left arm is facing out. You're gonna hit it on must come, and then it's gonna swing down, and you're gonna swing follow through with the right arm, yeah? So it's the left arm that's coming down to the back, and you're gonna follow through with the right arm. And it's gonna seem like you're gonna do something this way, you're not. You're gonna immediately jump to here. Again on nah, yeah? So, with counts, where do we end? Let's go. They don't hear me though. Must go now. Where do we end? I'm blanking. I'm doing the same thing. I know how it all flows together. Here, let's try. 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 and 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8. No, this must be 8 and 1, 2. Yeah. Okay. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay. Let's do this music a couple times, and we're almost at the end. I'm just gonna do this with music a couple times, teach you the last 8 count, and then we'll put it all together with the pre-chorus. Sorry, I get the two nah, they don't hear me though, confused. The first one is this, the second one is this. So you're gonna land legs up instead of down bent, and then your hands are palms out. There. One more time.
On the ground. Everything I need is on the ground. They don't hear me though. You will go down. Just calm down. They don't hear me though. You I'm way up in the clouds.
Okay, last chorus, or last 8 count I should say. So you're gonna hit, you just hit here on nah, they don't hear me though. So you're just gonna step back, right foot, and you're like shaking your hands nah, and you're shaking your head a little bit too. Nah, hit. You don't really have that much time to do the shake, so you just get to do one nah, and then you're gonna throw your hands on the second one. And you're gonna pull that leg in, but keep the weight on the left leg, because you're about to go out, out. And this is on running out of. As much as you can, make that really smooth, so it should be like you're gliding a little bit, yeah? Glide, glide. So rather than like literally stepping out with the foot, you want to slide it out toe first, and it helps it look a little bit more glidey. You're running out of, she does a little time with like prettier voice than that. She did here and here. You're gonna pick that left hand forward and you're gonna roll it out to the right, and then you're gonna pull it back to the left and reach out with the right hand to the left side. Time. Yeah? You can reach with both hands. This is another moment to like emote a little bit, so it's like you're literally running out of time. So you can reach however you want, very, like you're reaching, like we were reaching before. But yeah, that's the end of the chorus. I do have more choreography, but I think we're gonna probably stop there, just for time-wise, so we can have time to put it all together. But yeah, okay, let's do the chorus. I'm gonna put it together with the rest of the chorus. So from here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5 and 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6. Must come down here. Nah, they don't hear me though. Ha. So don't forget that throwaway. So it's nah. There's like a backbeat that the throw happens on. So it goes nah, hit, running out of time. Yeah. If you really want to be dramatic, after you reach here, she goes, I'm way up in the clouds. This is when she does the like lift, and she's like reaching during her actual choreography. If you want to emulate that, you can just reach up with the left hand. So you're reaching out to the right hand. You're gonna then switch and like reach towards the sky, go up on your toes. Yeah. And that's the way up in the clouds move. As much as we can emulate with without backup dancers to pick us up. Okay, let's try this whole section. Just the chorus a couple times, and then we'll go back and review the pre-chorus. What goes up must come down. Now, they don't hear me go.
I'm way up in the clouds, and they say I'm made it now, but I figured it out, everything.
Okay. Please let me know if you have any questions about that section. Otherwise, we'll do it one more time before we put it together with the pre-chorus. All right, one more time.
Look at me, I'm never coming down. I worked my whole life just to get high, just to realize everything I need is on the, everything I need is on the ground. On the ground. Everything I need is on the ground. They don't hear me go. You will go down.
Now,
They don't hear me go. You I'm way up in the clouds.
I was gonna mention, I know I don't have any actual floor work in this choreography. I actually do have a second version of the ending, the like last 2 8 counts that is on the floor, but I didn't want to like force anybody to lay on the floor because I don't know what your situations are like. If you were in an actual class, I probably would have taught the floor part, the floor version. But yeah, it's not as interesting, I don't think, but it is like more emoting. Ideally, I would like to have a world where like the 2 parts can interconnect. That would be my ideal brainchild. But yeah, so let's go over the pre-chorus. We're gonna emote some more. So we'll go over everything, put it all together, and they'll put more emotions into it. All right, so very beginning, remember, I know we haven't done this one part in a while. You're gonna breathe, worked whole life, just to get right, just to be like, look at me, I'm never coming down, hold, da 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 da, life, just to be high, or sorry, not be high, get high, that's better, just to realize everything I need is on the 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 1. Now, they don't hear me though. What goes up must come down. Now, they don't hear me though. Running out of time. Yeah? Hopefully that all made sense. If you were here from the beginning, hopefully that pre-chorus makes sense to you. But yeah, let's go back and do everything with music. This first time I'll try to count it a little bit, and then I won't count it as much next time. So try to start listening for the musical cues.
My world's been hectic, seems electric, but I've been waking up with your voice in my head, and I'm trying to send a message and let you know that every single minute I'm without you, I regret it. Every day, every night, I've been thinking back on you and I. Every day, every night, I work my whole life just to get right, just to be like, look at me, I'm never coming down. I work my whole life just to get high, just to realize everything I need is on the, everything I need is on the ground.
3, hit, 5, 6, 7, hit,
On the ground.
hit, 4,
Everything I need is on the ground. No, they don't hear me go. You will go down. No, they don't hear me go. You will I'm way up in the clouds. And they say
All right, I'm gonna turn up the volume a little bit this time, so be prepared for that if you had your volume turned up. And let's do it. I'm just gonna count into it, and then I'll give like maybe a few cues, but I'm gonna try not to count so much here. Drink some water too.
my world's been hectic, seems electric, but I've been waking up with but your voice in my head. And I'm trying to send a message and let you know that every single minute I'm without you, I regret it. Every day, every night, I've been thinking back on you and I. Every day, every night, I work my whole life just to get right, just to be like. Look at me, I'm never coming down. I work my whole life just to get high, just to realize everything I need is on the, everything I need is on the ground. On the ground. Everything I need is on the ground. They don't hear me though. You will go down, come down. They don't hear me though. You're running out of time. I'm way up in the clouds, and they say I'm made it now, but I figured it out. Everything I need is on the ground. Just drove by your house, so far from you now.
Okay. Whew. Thank you everybody for coming. The few of you who stuck it out through all of that intense contemporary choreography. Hopefully y'all at least enjoyed the like hip hop section for anybody who doesn't like contemporary. But yeah, I'll do it one more time, but I just wanted to give a little feel. This dance I feel like it gives you opportunity to like emote a lot. So if you want to do a recording of this, I would love to see it. I love seeing people do my choreography. I do feel like this art, even if you only want to do one section or the other, I completely understand. But try to like really feel the emotions of the song. It's just about working towards something for so long and thinking that like you're finally here, and then realizing that it isn't what you thought it would be. It isn't quite everything you dreamed, or it's like not really what's important. What's important is like being true to yourself and all of that, and your friends and your family. I can't wait to see my friends again in person. Anyways, emotions. But yeah, also I said this at the beginning, but any donations to this class or my last few classes are going to go towards an AAPI organization, and my company will be matching that. So if you want to make a donation and get your money doubled, please do. And my Venmo's right here if you want to send it to me, and I'll be posting on the Discord what the total amount that we raised is. So yay. Well, my background's kind of cool. I didn't realize that. I saw all these lights in the background. Thanks everybody. We'll do it one more time. I'm just gonna like really emote this time. So I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you're watching back later, I hope you're not disappointed. This isn't like the official choreography. Hopefully, I know we don't all have backup dancers to pick us up and lay us gently on the ground, so hopefully you can do this choreography instead. Yeah, let's do it one more time. Woo.
My world's been hectic, seems electric, but I've been waking up with your voice in my head, and I'm trying to send a message and let you know that every single minute I'm without you, I regret it. Every day, every night, I've been thinking back on you and I. Every day, every night, I work my whole life just to get right, just to be like. Look at me, I'm never coming down. I work my whole life just to get high, just to realize everything I need is on the, everything I need is on the ground. On the ground. Everything I need is on the ground. They don't hear me though. You will go down, come down. They don't hear me though. You're running out of time. I'm way up in the clouds, and they say I'm made it now, but I figured